weren't created to be alone. Spoiler alert, none of us were. But it took me kind of a long time to figure this out myself. So I thought on today's Walk and Talk, we could discuss what is the gospel anyway? Step one, God created us to know Him, love Him, and live in relationship with Him. We weren't meant to live so disconnected from the one who made all of this. And look, I am walking after a pretty big storm right now, and this is my favorite type of weather, so I'm maybe a little bit biased. But tell me all of this isn't absolutely stunning. The God who created all of this created you and loves you. Is that not the coolest thing ever? But humanity chose its own way instead of God's way. This is step two, what the Bible calls sin. And that's a pretty big word, but honestly, all of us have done it. None of us perfect. We all fall short, including people who are Christians. The problem is that sin separates us from God, not because God ever stops loving us, but because a perfect God cannot ignore brokenness and evil. Now, this next bit is the good news that Christians just keep yapping about. God loves us so much that He came to us in the person of Jesus, and Jesus lived the perfect life that none of us could ever live, died the death that all of us deserved, and rose again 3 days later. And because of this miracle, we can all have a relationship with God today. It's important to remember that Christianity isn't about earning your salvation. There are no amount of good deeds that any of us can do in a lifetime to deserve what Jesus did for us on the cross. That was a work of love. So the gospel is basically this. You are so much more loved than you could ever know, more sinful than you might realize, and Jesus was willing to go to the cross to bring you home.